How are you? You alright? Thanks for joining me in another hot and spicy. You're very welcome. So, what have we got today? Pork ribs. These are huge things. There's about 5 of them and a couple of bits. They're homemade from scratch. We've got a chicken and these things don't necessarily go together, but they do in this house, if that makes sense. So if you're thinking ribs and paella, it's a chicken and chorizo paella. So there's rice, there's peppers, chilies in there, green beans, a chicken, or I said that, chicken chorizo, and a beautiful sort of a spicy sauce, sunblushed if needed. It's warm before we start. I have put chilies in this. I don't know if you can see the seeds on that. We're going to go with some Clogwyn Gold ale, and this is, I don't think it's a very strong one, 4%. Head brewer Gwyn Thomas from the Conwy Brewery. It's a Welsh name for you. And my straight razor. And don't forget, I still use my others. I got them all here, 3 of them, all from the States. That particular one came from Maine, USA. Thank you so much, Derek and Laurie. Right, don't need them, do we? Have I got everything I need? Yeah. Let's pour this. It's been in the fridge. When did I get these? Oh, about 2 days they've been in. So they'll be lovely and cold. If you hear any voices or a dog in the distance, my neighbours, I think, have got some friends round. They're having a bit of a barbecue, which would have been a good idea, wouldn't it? Good job I'm not having one today, because mind you, I don't think they're very loud, but let's start fresh, shall we? Let me try this paella first. Let's try some chicken. Wow, that is nice. There's some nice smokiness to that. Even though there's chilies in that, it's not quite doing it. So we'll have that's smoky, so I don't add nothing smoky. I'll tell you what we'll do. I thought I brought it up. Have I got it up? No, that's not the one. I've got it. We'll add some of this. Now I'm going to sink into now the ribs. They're pork ribs. I fancied ribs, but when I seen them in the shop and the size of them, I thought I could have this. I could have them. So have them I did. And what I did was yesterday, I put the oven to 100, very low, 100C. And while that was heating up, I got the ribs were at room temperature. I got some bone Suckin sauce, which is a seasoning from the States, a powder. Beautiful thing. And then I coated them with that. Left them for about 20-30 minutes till that soaked in a bit. Then I put salt and pepper, covered them in foil, middle shelf of the oven for 3 hours. Popping in, just keeping an eye on them. 3 hours, and they were beautiful. Then I left them go cold, and then let's try that. Oh, that's better, come on. And then in the fridge, wrapped them in the foil in the fridge. Oh, that's tonight. I put them in the oven, 180 hot, and I let them heat up with the oven, not preheated, heat up with the oven foil on again for about 20 minutes. Foil off, and then I put this beautiful chili sauce with added chilies. I put a few things in it, poured it on like a marinade, and for the last 10 minutes I let them cook with this on, and this will be the result. So cheers. Can you see how cloudy that, because that's cold, beautiful. Oh, it's like air conditioning for the body. Whew. Come on then, let's dig in. Could be messy this, I got stuff prepared, and you gotta have this. Get out of it, you foreign swine. You've got to use your hands for this. I can taste that seasoning. Excuse the black teeth as they appear coming off the bone, see? Wow. And that chili sauce. Oh, it's got a nice kick to it. Wow. Look at that. That's how you do come off the bone. What are you having? Are you having what next door's doing? A bit of a Barbie. He's gone all out on it too. Marquee. I think there's a couple of barbecues going. Oh, I love the crispy best too. That. Man. Excuse me. Wow, for tenderness and taste. I don't think there's much more on them, do you? You having a drink tonight? If you're working, many thanks. This actually goes well, like a bit of a buffet. That's better, wow. Let's try some chorizo. Ooh. These some small bits which were left, so I was not going to waste them. Quite crispy. Actually, I may eat them off camera. A bit loud, I think. Good combo. Very good combo. Green beans. Oh God, I nearly forgot. Someone asked in my just thinking then, because they said that, right, okay, they emailed me on my other channel, but he stated he watches both, and he said, I noticed you've had the new phone, this or I said I had the new phone, any chance you can do a video on it? Well, because you wanted to see the picture and the sound before you're due an upgrade, are you, or something? You don't mind me using your name, do you? I'll say John. John. So what I've done is I filmed a couple of clips which will give you the picture quality, a bit of zoom, the sound, audio, and when I was in Ruthin, the church bells were ringing, so I recorded them. So here's nothing to do with hot and spicy, is it? So it's the iPhone 12 Pro Max, all filmed on the, not the screen facing camera, the other one, the better one. That's 1080 at 60 frames per second, and everything else is standard. So here is a couple of clips, hope it helps. So as you can see that it's good, isn't it? The helicopter first, good sound, and it wasn't half giving it some, you know, deep sound, so there was no vibrating or no sort of where the mics couldn't handle it. But I zoomed in on the, you can touch, there's a 3 setting, you can go with your hands like that and it'll zoom right in, but there's 3 you can touch. One's wide angle, which comes back, the one it's on is normal, and the one I shown you when it went in is the sort of zoom in at however many it is. And then the church bells of St. Peter's Church, they were ringing. So hopefully that'll give you an idea. And anybody else who's thinking of upgrading to the iPhone. Oh, I love pork ribs. Forecast is due, we've had some rain, it's very humid, which is when it's like this, it's like, is it going to be stormy, is it going to be heavy rain or thunder or something like that? But God, this is gorgeous. Excuse me. We've had some, as I say, rain, but the forecast next week, it's a bank holiday in this country on Monday. And people are going to be everywhere. We were talking about, I was asking somebody in work on the round, I said, you doing anything the weekend? Oh, she said, we were thinking of going to, what was it? Better's Accord or something like that. She said they're going to be like ants, aren't they? It's true. Snowdon will be... Oh. Wow. 26. Yeah, so you're better off stopping home, I think. I'm talking to an elderly couple. They've got a timeshare in a property or something in the Lake District, and they've just come back from a week there, and they said they came back a day early because the traffic and the people was horrendous. They said we've never seen it that busy before the pandemic, so it must be because most people are staying for their holidays in this country, you see. I suppose, I don't know. Which is good for local business, but let's hope it doesn't hamper this virus thing. This is gorgeous. Like a smokiness. There was a spice with the chilies, but adding that habanero, extra hot habanero, beautiful for my taste anyway. So low and slow wins every time. I'll just try and, I don't know if this camera will pick up the size of these, but compared to my hand, they're huge things. Right down here. Absolutely stunning. Now tomorrow, Sunday, I actually fancied some pork joint with crackling, but they'd gone, so everybody must have fancied it. So I bought some pork shoulder steaks. There's some nice fat running through it, which will melt in the cooking. Marbling they call it. So I'll slow roast them. And then I've got some tender stem broccoli, which I'll steam them. Some Jersey Royal potatoes. They're only small, they'll be steamed. And what's the other veg? Green beans. And lashentos of gravy, which is lots of gravy. Whew. It's warm and there's a nice kick. I'm in heaven. As I say, excuse my teeth if they... That's a nice ale. There's a slight hops taste at the back. But it's a very smooth ale. Oh, a nice cold, it's beautiful. Clogwyn Gold, good colour. Yeah. So there's a few beers. And then after this, I'm going to go on to this thing. King Goblin, and this is a 6.6% or something. That's The reason I bring two up, usually I have one and then, you know, that's it, but on film. But if I didn't bring it, I'd run out or something silly, so yeah. Oh, nice bit of chicken there. So does chicken and chorizo paella go with pork rib? Yes, it does. You've got to treat it like a bit of a banquet. You're having a bit of everything. Everything's growing nicely. Maybe this weekend I may put the new run of beans in, because the soil's been dug over, bit of a manure gone in with it, and some bloodfish and bone, and then left it for a few days, and then be just a case of planting them, and then the canes, put them back, and but everything else is growing nicely. Tomatoes have started to flower. They're only small sort of basket cherry tomatoes. Not sure how they'll do, but they seem to be okay at the minute, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plants in one basket there. Maybe a bit too much, I don't know, but as I say, there's nothing at the moment that's showing any signs of failure, shall we say. Mrs. H has planted a few potatoes in one of the beds, and they've started, she was chuffed a bit, the leaves have started to pop through, so I'll leave them grow a bit and then cover them up and they grow again. So hopefully we'll have a taste of something. We don't want big crops or anything, just you know, as long as you get a taste, and then next year you learn a few things from this year, don't you? Them beans are runner beans, then. I can tell. Oh, this is lovely. Right, what I might do now, I've had two of these huge things filling, you know, with the bread and the paella. So these two here I'm going to leave go cold while I edit this video and upload it, and then after that I'll have them cold, maybe with these two. Don't mind this cold either, and weird like that, with a few more beers, and that's it. So I'll finish this off. So I'll leave you to it. Thanks for watching. Sorry if I go on, because I gotta watch the time, you see, that's why I'm as well going too much. I hope you have a fantastic bank holiday weekend in this country, and everywhere else in the world. I hope you have a great weekend. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for the chat and the company. If you follow me on Paul H, I'll see you in the morning for a shave. That'll be nice. And that is it. I'll leave you to it. When I'll see you next, I'm not sure. Where are we? It's bank holiday, so you never know. Could be tomorrow, could be next week, could be whatever. Too soon, you say? Too soon? Alright, so have a great weekend. Stay safe. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye. Cheers.